Wisdom of the ancients.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions.
Along with the large
They'll
helping
be
of
by
ham.
soon enough.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Monday stream here on YouTube. Today, as you can see, we're back on Divinity Original Sin 2, and we're going to continue from where we left off last episode. Not quite sure what we've got to do. I think we're going to be knocking about town for a good hour or so, having a look at what we can do here. I think that sounds like a good idea. I think we need to do... Well, we've got Driftwood and Reen. I'm not sure what level we'll do that at. Well, I think we're level 10, I think. Hide and seek. Oh, we can do that. I think that's in this town. Chickens. We need to go back and check on the egg and see what's happened there. Man and his dog. That's semi-finished, I think. Private's a healer, we can't do that yet. Law and order. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. Rare prey, powerful awakening, champion of the gods. Missing Magisters.
Have you heard any news?
Well, we helped Higborough escape, didn't we? Last episode. So, well, we need to find out who's really done this then. Right, let's have a jolly look around town, shall we? What's up here? Now, these are all level 9. So a word with Kale and McNate.
Magister's dropping left and right. Can't say I'm shedding any tears.
Okay. Dashing June, how about you?
Where is it? Where is it? Madam? Please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
So you haven't seen any such pouch?
Blast! It's gone for good, I fear.
She rubs a hand over her smooth head, then suddenly looks up at you. Her great greenish gold eyes are alive with worry.
There isn't any chance you could spare a moment to help me look, could you? I wouldn't dare ask it if it weren't terribly important.
Smile. That's where you should start looking.
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just... you're so kind. It's the pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it.
That's where you should start looking.
It could be anywhere.
Okay, this sounds a bit fishy.
I'm a servant to Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
I tell you, keep an eye out and be on your way.
She reaches out as though to shake your hand, but stumbles, falling a little into your arms. She laughs, embarrassed, and quickly rights herself.
That's a con. That is a con. She just stole from me.
As she pushes off of you, she reaches lightly into your pouch. She stands up, straightens herself, and skillfully tucks some of your gold coins into her waistband.
Laugh. Did she really expect you not to notice that little sleight of hand?
Lucian's legs. No one's ever felt me lift him off him. You're good.
Yes, quite low. So you are, and it takes a good thief to catch one.
Ain't that the truth? So, can I keep the gold? Come on. I really do need it. Swearsies.
Swearsies? That's what she needs it for.
You really want to know?
Yeah, nod.
The Magisters took the love of my life down to Fort Joy. Did you hear they're turning sorcerers into those freaks? I don't know if it's true, but I'm not going to wait to find out. I'll die before I'll let him do that to Butter.
Butter. Wasn't that one of Griff's cronies that we We were murdered before we left.
So I need money. For a boat, for a crew, enough to bribe someone into letting her go. I'll find a way.
Yeah, till you recognise the name you came from Fort Joy and you met a woman named Butter there. Oh dear.
She freezes, then starts to visibly tremble. A tear rolls down her cheek.
You met her? Really? How was she? Was she healthy? What'd she say? What'd you say? How did she seem?
Tell Butter seemed well. She was under the protection of the camp boss.
That's my lass. Always knows how to stay on top of a situation. Always knows how to survive. You seem like a good sort. And this is the first news I've heard of my gal in far, far too long. Take these, eh? They're yours.
Oh,
and your
okay.
gold back too. Plenty of other marks in the sea. Good luck to you.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Dashing June. Thank you. I'm sorry that I murdered your partner that you don't know yet. Oh, we've got some stuff to eat as well. What do we get then? 8:15. Why are they better than teleportation? We need that, don't we? Will come in handy. And finesse, which will be you. 8:15 and wits. Yes, we'll take that. Equip. Very nice. Finesse 12. Can you wear those? No. You. Oh, okay, we'll sell those then. Right, and while I think on, while in the inventory, let's do some eating of people, shall we? Void tasted, tainted. These aren't going to give us any info, are they? Just going to poison us.
Collared by magisters in the far north, you were forced marched to this foreign land. A moment of hope as a grinning dwarf removes your source collar. Seconds later, void-woken death.
Oh dear. Let's look at that there. I don't know if anybody's watching it at the moment, but that certainly reminds me of Stranger Things Series 2 that's going on at the moment that I'm watching. I just thought I'd get that in. Right, aye, let's have a look. Void-tainted head.
Warm red wine flows down your throat. The languor of a tavern evening soothes you. Suddenly, shrieks rend the night. The magisters have come. Warm red blood flows down your face.
Rent the night, it says there. Somebody spelt that wrong. Next, void-tainted torso.
Eloisa was the prettiest girl, not to others, but to you. Her luminous eyes shone brighter than the moon. The day you collared her for Fort Joy, you wept every tear you had. You never cried again.
Oh, bless. And a bloody leg. Let's have a look.
You stride past the chained sorcerers and climb onto the caravan without complaint. As you settle onto the bench, you offer Ralik's blessings to the Magister Guard. He offers only a bleary-eyed stare of disinterest in return before shoving the chained sorcerers aboard. As you watch them cower, you cannot help but feel annoyance. After all, don't they know they're going to be saved?
Yeah, saved. Turned into mindless freaks, that's what they're going to be turned into. Right, okay, what are we up to now? Let's auto sort that. Right, let's go and see if we can uncover a little bit more about the murder of the Magisters, I think.
That's no good.
Stuart, let's have a word with Stuart.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
There is a ghost nearby. Ghosts may link it anyway. They have unfinished business. Cast spirit vision regular to find them.
What are you doing, elf? Trying to get a drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat?
Hello. You alright? Yeah, not bad. You've been out? Alright, what are we up to? Respond that you wouldn't wish to kill a fellow elf. You are kin to each other.
I'm no elf. Don't you call me that.
Oh. Ignore his outburst, and that's what has him so suspicious in the first place.
Heaven preserve me. Are you entirely ignorant, elf?
Ooh.
My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me.
That's what he knows about these disappearances.
3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it.
And what makes him so certain that Higbert isn't responsible?
He might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing Magisters.
What? Bye. Say if he's so certain Higbert isn't the culprit, he should inform the investigating Magisters.
They won't listen to me. Not anymore.
Okay, well I want to listen to him.
I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor. If they won't heed my advice, I'll still do what I can. I'll find this devil myself if I have to. This tavern is key. Of that much I'm sure. It would be far too easy for the culprit to hide in such a place. If you see anything suspicious, let me know.
Excuse me. So you'll keep an eye out.
You do that. Now away with you.
Yeah, you're a bit of an ignorant elf, you. I don't like you, so I'm not going to tell you anything. 3,000 experience, very nice.
This is going nowhere.
Missing Magisters. Okay. And it said there was a ghost nearby. Well, I was going to word without ghosty then.
We wander and wonder.
Do that first, I think.
From the gods.
The spirit of a Magister stares dumbly at her translucent hand, the fingers of which have been sheared off.
Ooh.
My ring. Where's my ring?
That's what happened to her.
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand, utterly, morbidly entranced.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
Plora, explain who she means. Who attacked her?
The spirit stares, absorbing your question. Finally, she points her fingerless hand towards the kitchen.
Ask her when she died. Recently?
The spirit's lips part, trying to form an answer, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares at you, unable to find the words.
Say that you know Magister's gone missing lately. Is she one of them?
The spirit looks at you with the smallest flicker of realization.
I was still alive when she started cutting pieces off me. She wanted me to feel it. All of it.
Oh dear. Say her body hasn't been found, does she know where it might be?
The spirit ponders your question and seems to shiver.
Oh, in many places. I feel my body in 100 moving graves, warm and wet.
Oh dear. So, her body's been cut into many pieces and it's in 100 moving graves. She's pointing to the kitchen. So she's been cut up and put into a pie or something, hasn't she? She's been eaten by people. Oh my god, that's horrible.
The spirit inclines her head towards the kitchen.
Yes, yeah, take your leave. Okay, that's gross. The missing Magisters. We carried the spirit of Harriet, one of the Magisters who went missing in Driftwood. It seems that she was murdered somewhere in the vicinity of the kitchen at the Black Bull Tavern.
You know how the smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
Okay, that's not nice. Who shall we talk to? Let's put a save in there.
A most vile incident.
Sappho, Prudence. I think that leads to the arena. Is that the cook? I take it it is. Yes, that's the kitchen. Who are you? Connie? Alright, let's talk to these people near us first. What's that?
Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should have cut off the Meister's head and burned the rest. Gotta make sure it don't grow back.
Okay, he's a cheerful fellow.
Arguing with Mac is like giving medicine to the dead. He's as stubborn as a corpse and smells the part to boot. No wonder Papa Thrash gives him the stink any time he tries to go downstairs.
Okay. Loverick, I do remember something about you.
A most vile incident.
Talk to you in a minute.
Valiant warrior against the void.
Talk to Beatrice.
Pretty good, ain't he? Bet he'd even write a poem for you if you sidled up all nice like.
Dominic.
That divine voice, that glorious visage. You are fair elf, but Barstan's allure is unsurpassed. Such a face could only be sculpted by the hands of a god.
Alright, save in there. Let's have a word with Bastard Tongues.
Paradise. You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
Well, I'm really sorry, not.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva.
Ooh.
He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracks mid-verse.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait. You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime.
I do want to do the hero, puff out your chest. Surely won't demand payment for my heroes renowned as yourself. Or shall we go for pay him? He's only 20. Hand over.
Magnificent. But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
Yes.
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
My first question. Are you hungry? Actually, that's not quite what I mean. But you eat flesh. When you look at me, what do you see? A dwarf? A bard? A meal?
Scoff. If an elf enjoys the taste while assimilating memories, then what of it?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
An elf craves those memories like an addict craves Drudene. A pity that you turn to the dead for emotional sustenance. Would you not rather form bonds with the living?
Admit that you often long to escape the tangles of other memories in favour of ones of your own making.
I suspect you collect memories not for knowledge, but from fear. Your homeland fell to the ravages of war and death fog. You worry of more loss, more loneliness. Tell me, elf, are you afraid?
Say your kind acts out of selflessness, not fear. You will rebuild academies the world over deserve elven scholarship. I make you very thought of losing even more memories. Even more of your kind strikes you with dread. I don't quite know which way to go there. We'll go with that
The
one.
bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain.
Before we finish, we've got anything to sell. Rulebook on archery, football. Might as well buy them, won't we? And arcs.
What would I do without you, fruit?
It's only 36. There we go. You can have that. End.
Elf collects the wisdom of the ages.
Let's see what he says about us.
Flesh and bone both left behind. Fill up on tales lived by cultures past. A feast not for the belly, but the mind. Alas, they lose themselves to ancient worlds. Lost in memory, present gone from sight.
Alright, that's enough of that, that's boring.
Threatened by the void,
Let's read
they
these.
rise together. Chasing
Right,
off
that's
the
nothing, that
darkness
could be
with the
sold.
light.
Throw him in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
No recipe for that one.
No, even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
Stew is good.
No recipe for that one either.
An elf collects the wisdom of the ages.
Not right now.
Learned from
Right,
flesh and bone.
who's next then? Gavin.
Ah, finally. Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
Tell him you know, server.
Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly.
Okay, ask him what's the matter.
His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds, and the waiter won't even bring me any stew.
Ask him to tell you more about his missing supplies. Perhaps you could retrieve it.
Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken?
So you've slain them before and you plan to do it again.
Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a Void Woken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back.
Yeah, so you'll be able to get your supplies back, you'll be wanting your fair share of the takings.
Of course. Of course. We'll, discuss the specifics once you've returned.
Okay.
Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
Anything decent? No. Alright, what have we got there then? Red ink in the ledger. We agreed to try and recover the supplies for Garvin. They should be somewhere along the trading route west of Driftwood. Okay, that's not another quest to do then. Right, who are you? Connie Gregor.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight?
Fight? You asked what fight?
This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one?
Look around and make you tempted. Tell her a fight is probably inevitable. Ask her to fight with you when the time comes.
Buy me a drink and I'll think about it.
Toss her a gold coin.
Cheers. Later then.
Alright. You never know, do you? We might just end up fighting. Right, who are you? Prudence. So what would be
A
you?
prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Scholar, recall a common greeting from a generation ago and respond in kind. And his 7 blessings upon us undeserving.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm smile. She sets the glass on the counter and pours you a generous portion of an amber liquor.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for an elf. But all the more impressive. You and my Niles might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling?
Should we recall a certain Niles you met in Fort Joy, sadistic torturer, described his appearance and ask if you're the right man. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him.
Oh, my word. Okay, this is the guy that was near the prison cells in Fort Joy that was torturing people and had zombies in cages that escaped. Yes, I knew indeed it was a madman, a deviant. Tell him you knew well enough it was you who killed him after all. Oh, God. So you knew him to be a fine physician. Let's see what she knows.
A fine physician indeed. That's my boy. Some say all a growing child needs is food and sunshine. I say abstinence and chastity will grow him finer than either one of those.
Well, you didn't do a very good job with him.
Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niall's. Here, have a little something to eat. Niall's favourite, you know. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste.
Oh, okay, maybe we can get into his room here then. Wits, intelligence, constitution. Oh, scholar. Tell you still in awe of Niall's work with a scalper, he taught you so much. I don't think wits is the strongest thing I can go with, but we'll give it a try. I can always reload it. Yeah, okay. Let's reload that, shall we? See if we can find the right one to say. Come along, hurry up. Right, try this again, shall we? We'll go intelligence. So let's try intelligence, shall we? Oh, shall we try the scholar one? Tell you still in awe of Niall's work. The scalp he taught you so much. There we go. Nice one.
Well, I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't leave the bar unattended. This crowd isn't to be trusted, believe you me. But I suppose, well, there's no harm, is there? You seem to be a good sort. One of Lucian's own, isn't that right? Here, take this key and head on up the stairs. You'll find Niall's room there. He'd want to know his fine things weren't languishing unappreciated in his old room.
Oh, nice one. Okay, so we can actually get into Niall's room then. What was that stew they gave us? Right, okay. I don't think we need to have a word with you, or you. Shall we go and have a word in the kitchen? The ghost pointed this direction. We think it's the cook who is killing the Magisters. Right, come in here. And shut the door. And let's put a little save in there. Have a word.
The cook acknowledges you with a graceful little bow, but keeps her eyes on you the whole time.
There's nothing here for you, sister. You should go back out front, where it's safe.
Alright, what can we do here then? Elf, linger away, you starve for elven country. Inhale the aroma in the kitchen, comment that the cook must favour nutmeg. Do you want to lead off with the Magister Harrick straight away, or shall we go with the scholar? Let's try the scholar, shall we?
Cinnamon, not nutmeg. There's a food shortage in these parts. Fresh meat can be hard to come by. Liberal seasoning helps disguise all sorts of sins.
Yeah, you're cooking magisters, aren't you?
Now please, I must return to my work.
Smile and say you face plenty of danger in your time. The kitchen don't hold any terror for you. Why is she so keen for you to leave?
Sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers. Don't underestimate the dangers here. Now please, I must insist.
Okay, let's go for it. Let's say we spoke with Magister Harrick.
A ghost? Peddle your children's
Oh,
tales
damn it.
elsewhere. I have work to do.
Right, let's try and load that again then. I know she did it. I know she's killed these magisters. So we just need to make her admit it. Declares you know she's been selling contraband. Let's try
Bigfoot
that.
told you that. He's a fugitive, supposedly a sorcerer too. He'd say anything to save his own hide. I killed no one.
No, you didn't accuse her of killing anyone, but she felt the need to deny it anyway.
The cook doesn't respond. You notice that she has one hand behind her back when she hadn't before.
Notice you can't just have made those magics disappear herself, not in a place like this, so she's helping her. Say you came to confront a thief, you hadn't expected to find a murderer.
The cook shakes her head with a sigh.
You've a very active imagination, stranger. Very active.
Ask her why she did it. Why did she kill those people?
I'd never harm a person, my sweet. Only dumb animals fit for the cooking pot fall to my knife. The things you're insinuating about me require proof, and it seems as though you have none. So don't you pit your word against mine. You'll only lose. Now get out of my kitchen.
Alright, okay then. It looks like we're not going to be able to convince her that way then. Is there anything in here?
You've got enough in front of you, elf.
What's this? I found something.
What have you found? Loose plank. Don't care if your attitude goes down, love. But I need to open that, wherever it is.
I have nothing more for you. No food, no...
Come on, move out of the way. Move over there, please. Sneaking failed.
This ring, it bears the Magister's seal. And there's blood on it.
The missing magisters. We have strong evidence to suggest that Wivlia, the cook of the Black Bull Tavern, is responsible for the disappearances. Right, do we confront her then, or go and tell the Magister? Let's have another word with her, shall we?
I have nothing more for you. No food, no words. Get out.
Declare she shouldn't have kept souvenirs. You found the ring you took from one of the Magisters she murdered.
The cook shakes her head ruefully.
You should have just forgotten about all of this. Death fog's got nothing on me.
Level 9. Okay. That should be nearly all her armor gone. Ooh, backstab. Really? Oh. Right, let's mend metal. There we go, get his armor back up again. What can we do? Let's put you there. Let's encourage. And who are we on? She's stood in blood. That's a magic armor gone. Stick a favorable window. Right, now we can either slap her or get a... Let's conjure incarnate. Vegetarian blood. You don't want to put him in that. No. Hi, Black Tiger. Ah, thanks very much, mate. Yes, I'm doing very well, thanks.
I'm ready.
And throw a taunt in. Oh, why can't that reach? That's unusual. Alright, slap him again. And finish it off.
Meet your maker.
Missing Magisters, there we go. The cook is dead. And read that. Oh, good grief. It's a cooking list. Oh, marinate. That's, God, that's gross. Okay, we'll take that.
Cooking notes. Wait,
I'll take that.
There's something wrong with this.
Who's using those? It's not me, I don't think. Let's give that to you. I'll sell that. Right, what else do we get? Why is that classed as stolen? Master Seal. Right, let's eat that.
A lifeless elven child is cradled in your arms. Your vision blurs with tears. You look away to a raised valley below. Tendrils of death fog dissipate, revealing a victorious Divine Order army advancing. Humans, magisters, murderers.
Okay. Oh, look at us. We can take all this now. Look at two-handed broom. Bread we'll take. Garlic. Tomato soup. Do we need fish pie? I don't think. Let's take some pizza. Jar of honey. Cheese. Garlic.
Rubbish.
Yes, it is rubbish, you're right. Eggs. Watermelon. I really don't think we need any of this, but we'll take it anyway.
Boring.
Search this. I'm doing this with the wrong person, aren't I? You're my looter. Keep forgetting. I get confused between saves that I'm playing. Because obviously I do play another save when I'm not playing on the live stream, so... And that is completely different from this one, believe it or not. Right. Let's put a little save in there. Right, we want to go upstairs. Let's go and look at that room, shall we? Okay, who are you?
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
Let's get on the right person.
The town is...
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
If she held a compass, she must have been the captain. Ask her where her ship lies berthed.
The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all are drowned but me. And yet... Can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad.
Tell her you hear no bell.
Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
Okay, we'll try. Spirit vision. Look at that. Spirit of Seaman Stubbs. That's all
A
word.
ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate, and all the time he rings his bell. He registers your presence. His head swivels towards you.
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I seen you, elf, cozying up. Are you with her, or sail you with us?
Tell him it's time to sail himself. His life is over. He can go to the Hall of Echoes.
I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead!
No, let's try intelligence, shall we? Tell him he's dead. It's time to move on. Oh, yes, we got it. First time.
But I'm on duty here. There are rocks ahead and the captain must know it.
Tell him he is relieved.
He blinks once, twice. A single salty tear drips from one ghostly eye. The bell falls silent. He raises a finger to his temple in salute and fades away.
Nice one. Okay. Nearly 7k experience for that.
She babbles breathlessly on, barely aware you're there.
My ears are still a-ringing.
Tell her the bell should ring no more.
And I have you to thank for it? Then thank you, I surely do. That accursed bell lies with the Peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too.
That's what happened to the Peacemaker's cargo, if there was one. It must have salvage value.
She goes white as the proverbial ghost.
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. Far as anyone's concerned, we sailed with an empty hold, and if there's anything left to salvage, you leave it where it is. Heed me. Leave the cargo of the Peacemaker alone.
She turns away. Conversation over.
Okay.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
What's worth the most? 435. I'll take that.
Oh, forget it.
Can't take any of that. Baron Levere. What's the ghost in there? Spirit of Baron. What? How can Baron Levere be there and the spirit of Baron Levere be there as well? Slightly confused, I must admit. Right. This is the room we want to go into anyway. Let's go in here.
You got that right, Hilda. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can
Close the door, just in case. Right, what have we got in here then?
If I can get Alexander.
Fishbone, quill, wooden figure, face ripper. Why is there a face ripper? Oh, of course, because it's the horrible man from the Fort Joy. Of course it is. Krellson's silly songs of blanks. Do we want that? No. Toy sword? No. Origins of Lucian. I'll take that. I'll take the nails, definitely. We need those at some point. Ark, City Guide. Guide to Trolls, we'll take that. Empty honey jar. Yes. Book. Book of Rhyme. Do we have a mortal and pestle? Not sure. Alright, we'll take that. Search these.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
I don't know who's using the scrolls.
And I'm saying,
give that to him. Take that.
I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
Oh, chest. I couldn't see. Right, well, let's have a look in that.
If I can get Alexander, then get
I'll take that. Oh, no. Loot with the right person, Nick. Nope. Toy wooden block. Why would that be in there? Empty cup? What? Alright, we'll take those. Journal, read. Put the Blanchard boy was lame and had no use for his left foot anyway. Oh my god. And I'd give him plenty of amber ale to numb the pain as well. Quite kind of me, all things considered. He really was a piece of work even back when he was with his mother. Others' punishments were formidable. Next time I'll do what must needs to be done, so they should never find out. I can only blame myself for leaving the Blanchard boy alive. I should have told her the truth, shouldn't I? Oh, it's worth 120. Here, we'll have that. So that. Well, there's nothing too interesting in there, was there? Box. Take that.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
Curiosity kills the cat.
You got that right, Hilka.
This chase, there's nothing in the corners.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
If it was going to show up, it would show up for him.
You can't be too careful, you know.
Right, okay
if
then.
If we can get Alexander, like any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Right, you can have that back. If that can go there. You can have that. Book. Let's read that. Rock of Ages. Nothing off that either. Okay, not of any interest there then.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
What's something I'm curious about this?
I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful.
Of a lifetime, is it?
If they can get Alexander.
It's disgusting, that's what it is.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Hello, Art of Lever. Yes, I heard you. Yes. I don't know who you are, but go away, please. Baron Lever.
When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see. Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam?
I see no other reason than natural curiosity.
Which is what killed the cat, remember? Still, no harm done, I suppose. I may as well introduce myself. Baron Lever, at your service.
That's Baron where he travels to take him.
Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a travelling man?
The state of his boots point out look quite travel-worn.
He laughs heartily.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my boots would give me away, but you're quite right, of course. I am travelling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile as mine should miss.
Inquire after Lucian's Day and his reasons for attending.
I go because it is every citizen's duty, our communal obligation to chant the rites of the return and pray for Lucian's divine resurrection. That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. Arx positively overflows with pilgrims during the festival, pilgrims and their purses. As a merchant, it is quite my favorite day of the year.
Check his
Music to my
wares.
ears. If there's anything else you need, No, you're always welcome.
And you can't be too careful, you know. If I can get Alexander, I won't get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Ooh, that's quite nice. We might have some of that. When we get some more money, we'll come back here, I think. Oh, we'll take our leave for the time being. I'm curious about that. Well, let's have a quick word with that ghosty. Why's he got a spirit?
I am Baron Levere. I am Baron Levere, not he. Not he. I am Baron Levere.
Ask the spirit to explain himself. You already met with a man called Baron Levere.
No, an impostor is he. A lone wolf in my own sheep's clothing. Bejeweled is he with a false name. Draped is his back with a false mantle. Bedecked are his cheeks with a false beard. Murderer, thief, impostor. I am Baron Levere.
Okay, ask the Baron why a lone wolf murdered him.
A rival's revenge? Another merchant's madness? Oh, the fever of gold is reason's bane. But it matters no longer what drove them to daggers. It matters who drove them into my flesh. You who hears the laments of the dead, avenge me. Kill the false Baron. Give me back my name. Please, avenge me.
The merchant. What was that? Tyrannosaurus. Okay. The merchant. We encountered the spirit of Baron Levere along with him. Another Levere wants revenge against the imposter. Okay, we might come back and do that another time. Obviously, I'll leave that for the time being. Alright, let's head downstairs. Little save in there. We need to go to the Magisters. Should be through there. Oh, there's Bridgekeeper. Oh, quick word.
Well, there's a fun face. Byron and I are patching up before we head home. Hope the Order folks are treating you all right. You stay out of trouble now.
Alrighty. Magister Carver.
What's this? Damn it, Barwell, you're supposed to be stopping intruders. There's still a fugitive on the loose.
It's Belworth, sir. And the fugitive's description doesn't match.
I don't care. Keep on alert until this fiend's head is on a spike. I don't want to end up like the others. Now, you... What do you want, elf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation.
And also that you know who's responsible for the disappearance of his comrades.
Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me!
Declare the tavern cook was the culprit. You were forced to kill her when you confronted her.
What? The bloody cook? It can't be. Well, why did Higba have that contraband then?
Say that Higba was greedy but didn't seek to harm anyone. The cook must have sold him the contraband in order to throw suspicion on him.
Then he's still guilty of something. I'm not calling off the manhunt until I have that fiend one way or another. As for this cook, do you have any proof?
Formerly found a bloody ring in the tavern kitchen bearing the Magister's seal.
The Magister snatches the ring from your palm and stares at it.
This is a conduct award. I presented it to Magister Harrick myself. She was the second one to be taken. The cook's been reported dead. I thought she was another victim, but if she had this, she must have been the culprit. There's no other explanation.
He shudders in disgust.
Vile elven wickedness. I ought not to give you any reward for your kind's filthy actions, but I'm a man of my word.
He tosses a pouch of gold at you.
Take that, and get out of here, elf.
Ooh, I might just come back and kill you later.
To think someone had the nerve to murder Magisters.
Two-hander. 620, 291. Let's take that. It's worth more when we sell it. Have a quick look. Who's using
doing okay, boy of mine?
25 to 30, using 26 to 32. Right, I'm good to Ifan. So that, and that.
To think, someone had the nerve to murder Magisters.
You doing okay, boy of mine?
So would we must have
The
dealt
Magister
with.
mutters to herself under her breath.
Bloody Carver. Been hiding in here all this time, now he'll take credit for solving the murders. Typical.
Can you imagine that you heard there's still some powerful sorcerers unleashed in this region, claim that you have important information on some powerful sorcerer fugitives in the region?
That's Magister business. Keep your nose out of it.
Okay.
Of course, sir. Right away.
That's closed.
Would
Powerful
you
awakening.
Fill my damn cup.
We have learned that the information we seek about the powerful sorcerers is locked in the lowest level of the Magister's barracks. Oh, okay. Throw a save in. Alright, this is all stealing. Who are you? Magister Colwyn.
The Magister turns to you with a scowl. He already seemed immensely displeased, and your interjection isn't improving his mood.
What?
That's what has him in such a foul mood.
The Magister glances at you like you're something he just stepped in.
Nice.
Keep out of it.
Try flattery and ask why a formidable Magister such as he had been relegated to such menial duties.
That's what I want to know. Stuck here with those silent things.
Just let me try and move this. Go, just want to remove those messages. They're rather not I'd like to see on my streams.
The new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're the ones who uphold the rule of law, not white ponches like Raymond and Jonathan.
Express your sympathies and suggest that perhaps he'll get reassigned soon.
A sly smile creeps across the Magister's face.
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumours are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more than I am in Driftwood.
So he's piqued your curiosity. What is this other place where he'd be more appreciated?
The Magister loses some of his bluster.
I ain't saying. It's a secret for loyal members of the Divine Order only.
Tell me you should leave then. Join up with whatever this venture is.
Who asked you? You're not even supposed to be
Here we
down
go.
here.
Oh, well, intelligence has served us well so far. Shall we go with that? Nope, that didn't work. Intelligence has failed us miserably. I think we'll block him just in case he comes back. There we go. That gets rid of all of them, doesn't it? I don't want language like that in my stream. Constitution, tell him to follow his instincts. He won't win any glory if he stays in this place. There we go.
The Magister glances around the cells, before ripping the keys from his belt and casting them aside.
This isn't the Divine Order I signed up for. Not anymore. I'm done.
Nice one. And oh, why is that stealing? I've got to wait for him to go outside. Let's wait till he goes and see if it's still stealing. Ah, there we go.
Oh,
take the
lucky
key.
find.
What's this? Loot with the right person, Nick. There we go. I'll take that. Don't know why. Don't want that. Cooking pot, cooking pot. Oh, tongs. We'll take the tongs. We have a body in there. Let's take that. Magic pockets. Yeah, we'll take that. Empty bottle. Long branch. Poison. Yes. Bowl. Anything else in there? Let's have a check round. Do a wits check.
I've spotted something.
Oh, there we go. I should have done it with Fane. Oh. Okay, right, let's look around the rest of the prison first before we do anything stupid. Chunk of flesh. I'll take that. Alright, we've got a little place to go and have a look there as well. I don't think these aboard the Silent Watchers, they have no interest in what we do whatsoever. Nails, yes, we'll transfer those over. Meat cleaver. Sheep shears. Take those, you never know. Row of books. Over a grenade. Ah, recipe, very nice. I can go there. Spoon and a sheet of paper. Okay, what's that? Sorcerer's ring. Grants fire slug. On intelligence. Oh, that's
lucky
not bad.
find.
Yeah. Okay. Sorcerer's most wanted. That's a list. Powerful awakening. Update. We've learned that the Magister suspect there is a sorcerer activity afoot in a place called Blood Moon Island. Perhaps we ought to journey there. We might find a sorcerer there who is willing to help us strengthen our own powers. The island itself seems to be inaccessible to Magister forces for some reason. Okay. A sheet of paper. We don't need it. Identifying glass. Oh, we need to check that hole, don't we? Healing advertisements. Take that. Take the book. Check the chests. Really? Let's lockpick it. Oh, that's nice. Right, we'll take that. Right, let's look what we've got out of all this here. $27 armor, 1 geomancer. Well, he's not using geomancer. Who's using that? There we go. Shiny ring, give that to Ifan. Let's use that one. Oh, no. So he's using 2 Aerithuge for something. Right, we'll keep that there. No, we won't. Yeah, we'll give him that. It's only using 1 skill, isn't he? Aerothurge. That's better than the Geomancer. Could sell that. What else did we get? Oh yeah, 1 intelligence. Gives us a new skill as well, that's handy. Oh, I can go up to... Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Why just do that? Sebille. Read. Ifan. Ifan. Sebille. Right, so also sort that. I can go to Ifan, as can that. Guide to trolls. Troll behaviour, okay. I don't think we need that, do we? Again, I can go to Ifan. Journal, we'll keep that, we'll keep that, keep that. Rite of passage, we need that. Can we learn that? Yes, we can. Medusa head. Right, a little save in there, and let's see where this hole takes us, shall we? Whoa, what the hell? This is the arena. Driftwood Arena. Right, do we want to do this? Let's have a quick wander over here. Level 9. Murga, isn't that the one that we actually fight at the end of the... And she's level 12, so we're not ready for that yet. Yeah, we'll leave the arena alone for a little while, I think. Let's go to Driftwood Square.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Buying or selling?
Trading.
Capital. Good luck to you.
Never forget.
We can. Can we sell that? Yes.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
We can sell
I don't
that.
fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all
Anything
well
of
and
any
good for you
interest?
with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
One-handed mace, 26. Oh no, can't do that yet. Let's get rid of that. Sell that. Accept. 26, 27, 67 water. That's better. Yeah, don't like the poison in case we're fighting undead, which I've got a feeling we might be doing very, very soon. Right, any armour for you? Finesse. 942, 1 wits, huntsman, 1 summoning. We'll take that.
Made it back, safe and sound. That's all you gotta think about right now.
4711.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Take that. Oh, maybe not. Bit short on the old funds, aren't we? I'll give it a loss.
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town.
We've got a lot to do for the time being. Give the men some new equipment.
Take what we can get. Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
942. Oh, hang on. Yeah, just gaining armour mainly there.
Made it back.
What else did we got? We got one-handed, didn't we?
That's all you gotta think about.
Where's that
right
gone?
now.
There it is.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Yeah, let's equip that. Send that to Ifan.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
I'll sell those at some point. It looks like we can't sell Butter's Diary, don't you? Got Butter's Diary on me as well.
Woken are everywhere. Thank the divine.
Right, drop that there.
Yes.
Driftwood
yes,
Arena. Let's have a quick look around town, shall we? Beehive. Whoops, wrong person. There we go. Oh. Requires finesse. 26 to 38 while losing one scoundrel. We'll take that.
Woke up this morning in a sweat.
Scoundrels at 4. Don't need scoundrel, do I? It's thievery that we want. That's at 5. That's good.
Easier said than done, Ada.
26, 38. It's better on both counts. We'll take that. We'll equip that. Send to Ifan. Let's move the aura about a bit as well. That should be up there. That's better. There we go.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
The water looks nice.
Hello, missus.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
You be careful. My daddy's a magister.
No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here.
Ask them what they expect to see staring at the water.
We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim. He'll be back soon.
He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
Fort Happy.
Fort Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back.
Ask if the friend's name is Joel.
Cool. How did you know that?
Missus, have you seen our friend Joe?
Tell them the truth about Joe. They have to grow up sometime.
The truth hurts, but they'll get over it.
Telling them can't do any good at all. They don't need to know.
Oh, okay, we'll give them the hard truth. It's time you heard the truth, so here's the thing. Joel's eaten by a shark.
The horror grows on their little faces.
No, that's a horrible thing to say. I bet it wasn't Joe. I bet it was someone else's leg in that icky shark.
She bursts into tears, then looks from you to her and back again, then starts crying too.
Neil, hug both children to you. Tell them it's going to be all right.
After a moment, the crying subsides. Ben and Harriet snuggle into you.
So where's Joe?
Tell him Joe is with his ancestors now, Hall of Echoes. I meant the word hopefully.
It's okay to say you don't know. You don't have to make stuff up.
I think we should go home. Come on, Ben. Thanks, lady. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mr. Lady Mrs.
Mr. Lady Mrs.
They skip away, still
Oh,
children,
bless.
but now somehow older than before.
Okay, well, that's another one done. Blank skill book. 74, 51, 215, we'll take that. Elven sword, one-handed, is absolutely bobbins, so we'll send that to Ifan. That can go to Ifan as well. Auto sort. Market for selling. Look at all this fish that he's got here. Ah dear. Let's try and find the stuff that he can't use. Effect unknown. Consume.
Truly revolting.
Effect unknown.
Disgusting.
Alright, he knows what most of these are now. Throw a little save in there, and I'll have a word with this doggy here. Molly the dog. Let's have a word. Yeah, we can't get any of that.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building. It turns.
Talk to the right person, shall we?
The bad things under the sand are dead, I think, but you smell funny.
Tell you killed the bad things.
You smell of bad things? Maybe you killed the bad things, or maybe you are a bad thing. Go away, bad thing!
She crouches and growls low.
Ooh. Is that because you're smelly? Let's wait till that's worn off and try again. Try again.
The bad things under the sand are dead, I think, but you smell funny. That makes me sad. I'll chase the bad things away.
Till you killed the bad things. Oh god, we smell of it
She
again.
crouches and
okay.
Glorified tubs. He must be somewhere else.
I'm Sally. I'm Alexander. You're the sorcerer, Mary Lane.
Figure this out. Come on.
Oh, I'm always the sorcerer. One more time.
Right, well, I think that'll bring us to the end of this episode, folks. We shall leave it at that, I think. Next episode, hopefully we'll get finished with what we've got to do in Driftwood. And then we can move out to the fields and the outer areas and do some adventuring outside. Alright, thank you very much for watching, folks. This is All Grey, signing off.